Hi guys. This technology showcase is about Storybird. I'm actually surprised I've never heard about Storybird before because I think this is the piece of technology that I'm looking forward to most. So Storybird is a platform that educators can use to assign reading, writing, those different types of assignments to students, and then there's questions that go along with it. But what I think is cool is that I can change the language and have students read short stories in Spanish. So I just started creating this profile for myself. So I've only made a class for Spanish 1, although I teach high school Spanish 1, 2, 3, and 4. I've only created the one class. But as I was looking through it, um, I was just trying to figure out, how does this work? Well, I see that it has collaboration with Google Classroom, which is amazing because who doesn't use Google Classroom right now? So it makes it easy to add students. So once you add your students, then you can go up to read. Well, before it was in English. So if you go up to read, you can select different short stories for students to read, that type of thing. But I thought it was cool that if you change the language to Spanish, then you can assign stories for students to read in Spanish. So this is actually amazing, and I'm excited to utilize this. So I can assign short stories for them. Reading is one of the 4 criteria for language acquisition: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. So them being able to read, utilizing this resource is awesome, especially when at times where I feel like I'm doing the same stories over and over again. This allows me to switch it up, but then I can see what other people have commented on it and whether it's actually good or not. So I think that's awesome. They can also create their own book. So if I wanted my students to create their own short story picture book, they could. This is the platform to do that. There are different templates that they can edit in order to make their own book. They could make a comic book. They could do poetry. There's a couple of different options here, and I think it's really cool. So I've actually been reading some poetry with my Spanish 1 students, so to see if they could write their own poems could be really funny for me, and see them actually come to life on here. So I think Storybird seems pretty cool, and I'm excited to utilize this. So I hope you guys are able to utilize this as well, and that it is also able to enhance your classrooms.